Okay, this model kit review is of the P-47M Thunderbolt. It is a 1/72nd scale model by Revell. Here are the dimensions for the plane, and this is the some details about the real plane. I don't really see anything else there. Some about dimensions. So let's have a look inside. Okay, so first of all here we have our glass with the canopy. A little disappointing here. We've got some flashing, and it's not very well molded, so it's a little warped. Here we have our fuselage. We've actually got some nice detail here, some recessed panel lines, quite a lot of rivet detail and panels, some rivet detail there. We've got our seat, also with some flashing here. This is the cockpit, and quite a lot of flashing. So this must be a very old, mold. Here is our instrument panel. That's some nice detail there, but again, lots of flashing, some mold lines. On the inside of the cockpit here, we've got some nice detail there. This is our control column there, and that must be the bulkhead for behind the cockpit. Over here we have our wings, also some nice detail, but unfortunately it's going to require a lot of work because there's flashing there. But you can see the gun exhausts here are cut out. We've got some recessed lines there. Here we have the top of the wing. Let's see, we do have some very nice detail here for the inside of the wheel well, and that shows you there. This is a mold from 1999. So not bad actually. Here we've got some engine detail, the massive propeller. We've got some wheels with some mold lines. Here's our exhaust with all the it's all fully flared out, not the exhaust, sorry, the cowl. Here's the firewall for the engine. This looks like this is for our tail wheel, and we've got wheel well covers. There's the other side of the wheel well covers. Some nice detail. We've got our pylons, and this is our elevator, landing gear here, and all very good amount of detail. We've got some rockets and their little tails. Here's our crankshaft case for the front of the engine with molding and flashing and mold lines. We've got some fuel tanks there. Let's have a look at our instructions and decals. So here are the decals, and we've actually got some nice decals there. We've got some good detail. Let's have a look at our instructions. So here's the details about the plane, and we should have our colors listing. There's our colors listing there. Lots of different colors used. And we've got our parts listing there. We start off with the cockpit. It's actually a fair amount of detail for a cockpit for a 1/72nd scale model, so that's nice. We put all that together inside the fuselage there, and you can draw holes for the rocket pods. If you're going to put rockets on there, then you put your wings together. And we've got our firewall and the engine being built. That's all then mounted. Engine cowl goes on there, and then our stabilizer or elevator, our landing gear and wheel well covers, and or you can have them up if you wanted to, and the same thing for over here. Then looks like our canopy's going on, either open or closed. We've got fuel tanks and on their pylons, and then rockets and all that going on. So the fuselage here is our painting and decal guide. So it looks like we have two options. There is the first one, and as you can see, it's a fair amount of detail. That's quite nice. And here's the other option. So all in all, actually, it's a fairly detailed little kit. Just that the molding quality isn't that good.